Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're embarking on a really crucial journey, I think. We're exploring a topic that, well, it touches millions of lives and highlights a truly innovative approach. We're diving into the world of artificial intelligence and how it's opening up some profound new opportunities, really, to support autistic children and their families. Our mission for this deep dive is to explore a specific concept, AI for autism, or AI4autism.
Yeah, and what's truly fascinating here, or maybe revealing, is that the problems extend far beyond just the individual child's specific struggles. The core issue, as our sources really powerfully highlight, is a significant, pervasive lack of synchronization in interventions. Just picture this. A teacher is implementing one strategy at school, right? Well, the family, maybe they're attempting a completely different approach at home. This isn't just confusing for the child, can totally overwhelm them. It creates this inconsistent learning environment and severely, really severely reduces the effectiveness of their development care.
Right. Okay. So, given these hurdles, these disjointed efforts at home and school, this feeling of being in a black box at clinics, it raises a critical question. What's the actual cost? I
Yeah.
mean, the cost of this fragmentation, particularly in terms of resources.
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, these unsynchronized interventions between family and school, they lead to a staggering waste of resources. It's quite shocking, actually. According to AI4autism's calculations, over 65% of all resources, and by that they mainly mean the immense human effort, everyone involved, is essentially lost, wasted.
65%, that's huge.
It is huge. And what's maybe even more tragic is that because interventions are often generic, not truly personalized, it wastes what people call the golden time for intervention. How can a generalized one-size-fits-all approach possibly be effective? We even see, unfortunately, these dangerous, unverified therapies circulating on social media sometimes, things involving like choking or tongue pulling, awful stuff, which just underscores the urgent, absolutely critical need for consistent, evidence-based, and unified guidance.
Okay, so we've laid out the immense challenges here, the fragmentation, the wasted resources, this lost golden time. The obvious question then becomes, who steps into this kind of fragmented landscape to weave it all together, to bring consistency and genuine customization to each child's intervention? This seems like the critical juncture where AI for autism steps onto the scene, right? Offering a potentially revolutionary answer.
That's exactly right. AI for Autism proposes using AI as that central hub. Think of it as the ultimate orchestrator, its primary role, to synchronize and personalize interventions for each individual autistic child. It aims to develop incredibly consistent intervention strategies and roadmaps for that child, to synchronize and personalize interventions for each individual autistic child. It aims to develop incredibly consistent intervention strategies and roadmaps for that child, which are applicable across all their environments, family, school, and yes, medical facilities too.
Okay, but how? How does it manage such a complex, highly individualized task? What's the engine behind this personalization?
Right, good question. It leverages what they call a massive library of autism.
Hmm.
Now, don't just think of it as a static database. It's more like a living repository. Millions of authentic official autism documents are fed into the AI. We're talking research papers, clinical notes, case studies, successful intervention protocols, from all over the globe.
Okay, millions of documents.
Yeah. Data. This isn't just simple data sorting. Think of it more like an advanced machine learning process. It identifies nuanced patterns, correlations, optimal intervention sequences hidden across all those documents. It's essentially creating a living best practice guide, but tailored specifically for each unique child. It's about finding those subtle connections that maybe human experts might miss just because of the sheer volume of data to truly optimize an intervention path.
Wow. Okay, that's ambitious. And how is that managed and tracked in real time across all these different people and settings?
Well, a key component here is something called the Personal Intervention Tracking Log, or TSI. And this log, it's incredibly dynamic. It adjusts 24/7, continuously adapting to even the smallest detail, the broader autism community, specialized schools, other experts, to create these evolving mini libraries that specifically grow and adapt with that child. They anticipate needs, incorporate new insights as the child matures, whatever their age. So these aren't just static databases. They're constantly refining their knowledge base specific to that child's journey. and plan intervention therapies to create clear, consistent phases across the child's entire ecosystem, home, school, medical facilities, even out in society. This is really presented as opening up a revolution in intervention for autistic children, providing consistent, data-driven support that genuinely adapts to the child's unique needs at every single stage of their journey. It's really about moving from those fragmented, sometimes competing efforts to a truly unified, intelligent, and deeply personalized system of support.
Certainly paints a compelling picture, a future where every child could receive tailored support, really maximizing that precious golden time for development.
Absolutely. And this, I think, raises an important question for you, the listener, to consider. How might this concept, this idea of a constantly evolving personalized library and synchronized strategy, all driven by AI, how might that be applied to other complex, multifaceted challenges? Think about education, healthcare, maybe even personal development.
Mhm.
Areas where traditional silos and just information overload currently hinder progress.